I don't really have an answer to how I got into bodybuilding. I felt like I've literally been in it since I was born. But how did I start getting into it myself? Not my family. I played sports in high school, ran track and played football, and I played every sport, and I had scholarships. And at the end of high school, it wasn't that fun anymore. And I started working out on my own. I didn't even lift a weight until I was about 18, 19. It was like a whopping 145, and my body responded really good, which everyone's does, you know. And I gained like 30 pounds like the first 2 months, and so I started working out just in my basement at my house, and man, I literally just did like arms. I was that guy. I'd asked my dad for help, and he just was so against me doing anything bodybuilding or any kind of putting any time away from school. It didn't matter if it was in the gym or anything else. He just didn't like it. And so when I realized I was going to get help from him, I just joined the gym myself. And he found out that I joined the gym, and he stopped that from happening. And it was like a world gym, which he had went to from time to time. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna outsmart him, and I'm gonna find like the dingiest basement gym. I think it was like $10 a month. I mean, and I was working out there for maybe like a week or two, and then I come in, and the front desk like, yeah, the manager needs to talk to you, and he's like, yeah, your dad called and you gotta cancel your membership. So it was just impossible for me to start doing this in Chicago or in his shadow. It's crazy to follow in his footsteps. The only way to start that is I had to get as far away from him as possible to do that. I realized school just wasn't my thing, and I just picked up and I left and I moved to Florida. I got in my car and put everything that I own in it and drove straight to Florida. And that's where I started my bodybuilding career. I started as a middleweight, 176. So I was 6 foot, 176. I definitely had no business being on stage. But for myself, I really wanted to figure out if this is really what I like to do, because working out and competing are two different things, and it's really hard to figure out if there's something that you really want until you actually do it. So I did it, and man, I loved it. I really did, and that's where the story began. I don't do this for the attention. Every bodybuilder has some kind of ordeal that they're dealing with from their childhood or their upbringing, bullied, or they're shy, or they are just egotistical and they're so full of themselves. I'm neither. I didn't really have any reasons. I wasn't beat up, and you're never gonna see me taking off my shirt. I'm never flexing in the gym. No one's ever seen me pose except for on stage. It's just not my thing. I really feel like I do the sport of bodybuilding. So I don't like the attention. I don't like being the best guy at my gym. You can't be the best and then expect to get better. Because no matter what, even though I know what big is, I was raised by it, and I always have that to kind of keep me centered. You still tend to kind of give in when everyone's telling you you're big and you look good, and that's what the majority of this fitness industry is your mom tells you you're the best, and then they get on stage and then they lose, and it's like, what? But all the guys at the gym said I was the best, and that's really hard for people to understand. So me, I like to be in a gym where I'm not the best. I want to constantly be surrounded by people better than me. I want to feel like shit. The more shit I feel like, the better I do. So I realized after that USA's that I had just missed it by a couple points, that I need to get to a better area. And then I entered nationals, and that's when I got my pro card in Miami. And I said before nationals, if I did win this, that I was going to immediately pick up and leave and get as far away from Chicago and everything that was holding me down, and live the dream. Move out to the Mecca, move out to California. That's what every bodybuilder wants to do, and that's what I did. I literally won. We got back from Miami, and shortly after packed up and we left. Now I'm out here in Cali, training at the Mecca. It's literally a dream come true. February 25th. It's on a Saturday. We're about 11 weeks out. It's chest day. Let's do it. So I train more pyramid sets, usually about 3 working sets, 2 warm-ups, but I really just kind of listen to my body, really go off of that day and how I'm feeling. I try and keep my reps between 10 to 15, nothing really higher than 15 and nothing really lower. I don't really try and change my reps or really anything just because I'm dieting. I feel like whatever you do in the off season is what you should do when you're dieting. You just put a little bit more emphasis into areas that are maybe lagging, like we're doing today with my chest. So usually more mass sets in the beginning, and then shaping at the end. I try and do 1 body part a day, unless obviously I'm training doubles, and then I'll come back in and I'll do a whole separate workout at night. But usually a big in the daytime, and then come back and do like abs and calves or something smaller at night. The same form your whole life. Sometimes by doing something different isn't necessarily better, it's just better for you. So I'll be learning to do a different type of form to fill in those gaps in those areas. It's really helped me out a lot because I've always just been like full form, full range of motion is best. But after a while, you have a bird chest where nothing in the center is growing and your triceps and your shoulders are overpowering it. So just going heavier and going more balls to the wall, it's only going to make those areas continue to grow more and continue to make yourself so off-centered and just not looking right.